Hello, Ageless Beauties. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming back. I am Nikki Kane, and this is Unlet Yourself Go. If it's your first time, thank you so much for visiting us. Please join us as a family. Don't forget to subscribe and like and bell so that you know when these videos come. I promise you will love the content I bring you. Why? Because I strive to bring you the absolute best and most useful content in regards to regaining your youth, your beauty, your vigor, your health, and everything that makes life worth living. Day 12 on how to lose 20 pounds in 21 days. Today is so awesome because this is one of the most effective ways to make sure that you stay on track to getting yourself to the best health possible, to regain that health, regain the vigor, regain the beauty, regain the youth. This is one of the most important parts, and as most of you know, my 20 pounds in 21 days was a clickbait. It's a true clickbait, it works, but it is segue to a protocol that will reverse your aging, bring back your beauty, bring back your youth, and make you healthier than when you were younger. So I absolutely love this walk. The reality is, if I went right into, hey, let's all go on a health protocol, how many of you would show up, right? So I had to give you the hook. It's a great hook because it works great. This is part and partial to bringing your life back in full swing for yourself. And today on day 12, the next step to this weight loss has nothing to do with food or dieting or exercise or anything that you'll traditionally think of in regards to losing weight. Yet, it's the most important thing and an absolute must-do to lose the weight, to get healthy, to get youthful, to get beautiful, to regain all your stuff back and simply unlet yourself go. And it's my favorite part. What you have to do on day 12 is begin the practice of loving yourself. Yes, that's what you have to do. The reality is a lot of people lose weight to love themselves. But if you do that, you're probably going to fail. The way weight is lost and the way you bring yourself back to health and beauty is because you love yourself. Because you love yourself, you want the best for you. You won't sit down, you won't let yourself go, you won't let things just kind of wither away. You love yourself so much that you want the best for yourself. And the best for yourself means the greatest health for yourself. And the greatest health for yourself means that you are not going to be carrying around toxins in your body, which is what creates the weight. It's really that simple. So how many of us actually love ourselves though? Have you ever really thought about that? I'm gonna give you 11 ways on how to learn how to properly love yourself, and this is gonna give you the energy created necessary to get to that place where you are going to get healthy, you're going to lose the weight, you're going to reverse your aging, you're going to get all your beauty back, you're gonna do all the things that you desire, but the reality is you do have to think a certain way. And let's say you don't believe that. Let's say you do not believe the power of positive energy. I tell you what, just believe me. Just go on this walk, believe me, test it out, and you will see for yourself. It's really that simple. So the more and more you fall in love with yourself every day, the more you can look at yourself and just love yourself no matter what state you're in right now, the more you're going to have reason to love yourself. As an example, let's say you looked at your hair and your hair was really thin and you say, oh my God, I hate my hair, it's so thin and it's brittle, or it's oily and lanky. Science has already proven, and I have put it so much throughout my Unlet Yourself Go, just go back and check it out. Check out evidence of science that says what you think is what you become. If you were to just treat your hair lovingly, every time you brush your hair, you're speaking up on it, you're saying positive things about it. Every time you see it, you start to see it with appreciation. Your hair will literally start to grow healthier. So the thing is, a lot of what stops us is doubt, whether it's self-doubt or outside doubt. We doubt things, we doubt results, and that is why we don't get them. The only reason you don't get results is because you are in the practice of doubting these results can be. Let's turn that around. Let's go through our 11 steps to make sure that we are loving ourselves properly. Number 1, no matter what it is you're looking like right now, let's say you are severely overweight, or you're maybe severely underweight, or just something you don't like, because that's how our mind does. Our mind tends to create problems that don't exist, and we tend to not like what we see. Look in the mirror every day before you get in the shower, after you get in the shower, whatever have you, and really look at your body from head to toe and take it in, and no matter what you are seeing, speak words of love. Oh my goodness, I love my skin. My skin is so beautiful, and it's so beautiful now, and even though it's getting younger and more beautiful and more vibrant, I love it immensely now, and I'm gonna love it immensely later, and I'm gonna love it until the day that I am no longer here. Look at that body. I love that this is my body. I love the shape of my boobs and my waist and my hips. I'm in love with myself. That is one beautiful body. Nobody could take away from me, and I don't see anything wrong with it, but I want to treat it with love and respect and watch how my body loves me back as a result. Feel these things. Really look and appreciate your body and say nothing but positive things. Of course, your mind's going to reject it at first, and let's say you have like cellulite or belly or something like that, your mind's going to want to go to that negative speak and say, no, you don't. You wish you had Kim Kardashian's body. Ignore it. Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. I love Kim Kardashian. She is absolutely gorgeous, but mine is just as gorgeous, and anybody will be lucky to be me and be in my body. I am in love with me. That's not practicing narcissism. That is practicing love, and that is speaking life into your body. The reality is, if you're trying to lose weight and trying to get healthy, and you're really disappointed in what you're seeing every day, and you're really disgusted by how your clothes are fitting, or you're really bothered by certain things that may be happening, I don't know, breakouts or swelling or something like that, it's gonna lead to more problems. If you have a negative energy about yourself, all you're gonna do is make more negative things happen. Look at yourself and love yourself. It's so important. Number 2, I mentioned Kim Kardashian, so this brings me to number 2, which is super important. One of the things that keeps negative energy up to its highest level is judging other people. That could be positive, that could be negative. Whether you're jealous, or you're feeling superior, or you're feeling a way that's not good, you're judging other people, that is going to darken and catalyze your energy, and it's not going to bring good results. If you think about where you are now, you might be able to realize that anytime you've had a dark energy, that dark energy just stays, even when you're trying your best to climb out of it. If you don't maintain going with good energy, you're not going to get to a good space. Good things are just not going to happen for you, or it might be super temporary and come crashing back down. When you look at another woman, love and appreciate her too. We're all beautiful. That's the reality. Every one of us is absolutely beautiful in our way, whatever it is we have to offer. And if we stop looking with judgment, we can easily see that beauty. It doesn't matter that we're not there or we don't want to be there. It doesn't matter that it's not our cup of tea. It doesn't matter if that's not what we want to be, or we have our own thing, and that's always healthy. But love everybody else for what they are. You see the beauty in them. Do not judge. People see somebody, I'll just use Kim Kardashian again, they love to hate her. They love to hate her, and it's so unhealthy, and it's so weird, and it's so strange, and I'm telling you, you're not in a good place if you can look at anybody and feel like you have judgment toward them. Doesn't matter what the judgment is. Seriously speaking, the only time I feel like we should judge anything is when someone is hurting someone. Then you want to use discernment, you want to know that's not the right thing, you want to just put your mind into being essentially a good person. So you don't want to be accepting of things that harm other people, obviously. But people are hating on these women because of how they look, or because of the choices they make, or things that have zero to do with you whatsoever. Why would you wear that skinny pants? You're a so-and-so old woman, or why would you do this, or why would you do that? Stop doing that, because you know what? It's not affecting her life, but it is affecting yours. Then let's just bring up Lizzo. She's another one that so many people have something to say about. That might not be the body you want. I know for a fact, if you have too much toxic fat, it's just not healthy. It can just take away life. I want to live nice and long and healthy. I do not want to be short, and I do not want to be sick. I don't want anything toxic in my body. You know why? Because I love myself. The reason I do not run around eating stuff like McDonald's, even though it might taste good, you know, when you haven't awakened up to real food, that stuff tastes really good because it's a bit of an addiction. The reason I changed that is because I love myself. I will not put poisons into my body. Therefore, my body, my brain adjusts. I start to notice the chemical taste. I start to notice the kind of thickness to it. My body just rejects it. That's because I love me. Not because I wanted to stop eating bad food, but because I love myself enough to stop putting toxins in my body. When you see these women, could be Lizzo, could be Kim, could be Roseanne, could be somebody on Facebook, could be the neighbor, could be a family member. Love her. Find what you love about her. Make that energy happen on purpose. It does not matter that it doesn't feel natural. Don't just fly by. Let's say you see Lizzo in one of those outfits that's showing off all her body. It's like super skimpy. And you know, that's not your look, so you don't have a natural propensity to say, oh, that's beautiful. You know what? Hone in on her eyes. Oh my God, her eyes are so beautiful. Hone in on the fact that she has that boldness to wear what she has. Oh my God, she's such a bold and courageous person, and I really appreciate that. That's beautiful. Find something beautiful about anybody and never throw shade in your heart, out of your mouth, in your senses until you become somebody exuding love. When you exude that love, all the love in the universe will come back to you. Number 3, enjoy the process. When we started this journey, I'm on camera, I'm doing it in front of you, and I messed up because I just was not going to hold to the protocol, not for my important clients. You know, even though I dedicated to this, I dedicate to them as well, and I had to make adjustments. I'm not going to be disappointed. It's a choice I made it on purpose, it was a good choice, and then I'm just gonna step back on track. If you wanna stay on track, do not be disappointed with your disappointments. Do not take them in. Do not hold a feeling of being upset or discouraged behind it. Simply understand that you made that choice and now you're gonna make the choice to get back on. With the same love, the same excitement, the same readiness as when you started. If you see the scale not moving, let's say you're doing something a little off kilter, or it's just not working as fast for you. Something is with your particular body that's not working as fast. Don't be disappointed. Simply do it. When you're doing something, the whole point is to get to the goal. It's not for quick and easy weight loss. It's not to get into the dress by prom day, to attend that wedding. It's not so that the guy that you like is going to start to be attracted. The end goal is the place that loving yourself is going to bring you to, which is loving yourself even more. And it's going to reflect in your skin, in your youth, in your beauty, in your weight if that's the case. The whole point is to look at the goal and do not get upset if you fall off. Simply step back on. If you judge this process or if you're disappointed in this process, you will quit. You're way too important to quit. Just move forward. Number 4, reward yourself daily. When I say reward yourself daily, I don't mean run out and buy things. Sometimes you can, that's really nice. But I mean just when you look in the mirror, just say, I am so proud of you. You are doing what you need to do to make sure that you are at the place you want to be. You want to enjoy life. You want to get to the end nice, healthy, beautiful, the way you want it, the way you should have it. And I'm really proud of you. And my reward is next. So what can be in the bank? Okay, you can buy something, that's really sweet. Or you can give yourself a mani-pedi. Or you can leave the kids alone and go get the strawberries out and relax in a quiet space and read a book. Just drop the responsibility for 15 minutes, an hour, whatever have you. Or you can take the time to call a friend and chat and just take space for yourself. Or you can do a nice full regimen that just makes you feel good. Just reward yourself. Say, look at you, I am so proud of you, and you know what I'm gonna do? Blank. I'm gonna do this for me. Number 5, choose your fun carefully. People have fun, right? Things make people feel good, but the reality is we can choose everything that makes us feel good. So if fun to you, as an example, is having a cocktail, right? And you're on this thing, and your cocktail is, I don't even know, a Cosmo, right? Let's say it's a Cosmo. So you have your vodka, and you have your cranberry juice, and then you have your sugar. right? No, we're not doing sugar like that, are we? Choose the fun carefully. Just make the adjustment. Don't say, I'm just gonna have this one Cosmo. That doesn't make sense. Choose everything that you used to like to do that was not really conducive to getting you to a good place. Just choose something differently. So instead of that, just allow yourself to appreciate the taste of maybe vodka lemon martini. So you have a little bit of vodka, you have some, salsa, soda water, and you squeeze a lemon. So you're staying on the protocol. You're still having your cocktail with your friend or your boyfriend or your husband or whatever have you, and you're not depriving yourself. Brings me to number 6. Do not deprive yourself. Do not deprive yourself. That goes hand in hand with choose your fun or choose what you like on purpose. So if you want to go out and eat, don't deprive yourself. Oh, I'm not going to go out because there's nothing on the menu. Go out and choose wisely on the menu. There's going to be something that you can do. So as an example, my birthday's coming up. And as you know, when my clients came from New York, I had fun for their sake. That was all about them. But on my birthday, I'm still going to go out. And you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to stay on the protocol. So yes, I'm going to go have my fun. I'm going to go out. That's all going to be a thing. But I'm going to eat the stuff that is on the protocol. I'm going to eat what I'm supposed to eat. And I am going to have cake. I'm going to have specifically because, I don't really love sweets to that extent anyway. So I'm going to have a cupcake and call it a day and feel no guilt and go right back to the protocol and be okay. Well, Nikki, are you going to meet your 20 and 21? You know what? Maybe and maybe not. And if I don't, I'm just going to keep pushing along because, like I said, this is really for the health protocol. I still made a lot of progress. I am not mad. I am super happy. I'm not going to stop. So I'm winning. At the end of the day, it's really not a competition. It's to catalyze me into awesome health, awesome beauty, awesome youth, awesome weight loss. But it's still something I'm living out. This is something that I'm going to love myself enough to live out. Just like I love myself enough not to overindulge in foods that are not real. It is not about being judgmental. It is about loving myself and doing for myself what I need to do to be my best self. Number 6. It's important that you do not feel like you're depriving yourself. So this piggybacks on the other one. So you're going to have to eat when you're hungry. When you're hungry, just eat. That is part of loving yourself. If you tell yourself, oh my God, I did something harmful by eating, or oh my God, I have to punish myself to get to the state I want, you're just messing up your mindset, you have a negative energy, and it's not going to work. A great tip to eat what you want is, while you're on this protocol, just have a lot of snacks on the ready. Cheese, cheese, berries, meat cuts, little things that you can eat without a problem, double eggs, little things you can eat without a problem and feel zero guilt about going to eat when you feel hungry. Soon your body's going to adjust. Either the metabolism's going to ramp up or your body's not going to feel like it's starving anymore and it's going to adjust. Right now, as long as it's the foods on the protocol, eat away. Do not deprive yourself. Number 7, journal. Journal this. Only positive journaling. Every single day you get up, whatever marks you made, make sure you put it in the journal. Okay? Put it in the journal. Oh, this morning I got up and I lost another pound and my skin looked healthy and I felt really good. And I looked at my imperfect self in the mirror and you know what? I'm perfect. I am my perfect. My imperfect is perfect for me. And I love what I am seeing. Make sure that you're journaling this journey, only your positive notes, and put into the energy what you feel about yourself daily. Number 8. This might be a challenge for most, but let's try our best to do it. Whether it's 1 minute or 10 minutes, I'd like you to do at least 10 minutes. When you get up, don't get out of the bed yet. I don't know if you say prayers in the morning before you get out of the bed. I say prayers in the morning before I get out of the bed. But after that, do 1 to 10 minutes of love meditation. You're going to sit there. You're simply going to think about all the things you love about yourself. About yourself. You can do other meditation where you are thinking about love for your children and your family. You're doing gratitude. All of that's great. But this one is about yourself. Eyes open, eyes closed. If your eyes are closed, envision your perfect self, the way you love yourself, everything about it, and start speaking words of love to yourself for 10 whole minutes if you can. If your eyes are open, look at your arms. Don't speak or anything, but look at yourself, look at your fingers, maybe feel your nose and your chin. Maybe look at your toes and just love yourself. I love me. God put me here. I appreciate me. My kids love me. The universe loves me. I love the fact that I love people. I love the fact that I offer real estate. I love the fact that I love to read. I love the fact that I was put here to do whatever purpose. 1 to 10 minutes of just repeating the thought, thinking about how much you love yourself and bringing that good energy in. Number 9. It is so important that you do all the pretty things that you need to do. So people wait until they get to a place before they're looking pretty. If you're doing that, you're not gonna get to that place. You need to look pretty to get to the place, whatever your pretty is. I say pretty up, pretty up, pretty up. Make sure that your skin is glowing. You're gonna use whatever, coconut. I use coconut oil. Don't stop, it works. I know a lot of people use lotions from pharmaceuticals and stuff. I don't use that, you already know that. I use all natural. But get your face the way you will look in the mirror and say, oh my goodness. It's so important that you pamper yourself. You have to take time to pamper yourself. You have to take time to make sure that your hair is looking really good. No rags, no scarves, no quick, run outside looking. Make sure your face is looking really nice and glowing. A lot of times I do the videos, I am done with the day, it is long and I'm looking crazy, but we have to practice really looking good and falling in love with ourselves. Think of ourselves as an outside person. Normal people, they are attracted to what has taken a little bit of care on themselves, right? You're doing the same thing. You just don't recognize it. You're not attracted to yourself because you're not taking the care. Soft, emoliated lips, maybe skin that is glowing out because you took the time to slow off anything. Maybe do a little routine to make sure that you're milky and soft and you don't have like dry skin that needs some attention. Do the things that make you look prettified. Maybe your hair is done, instead of like slap back ponytail, you just put a little care in. Do the things that if you were you standing over there, you will look at you and say, man, she has herself together. She takes care of herself. You have to take care of yourself. Number 10, just like the last one, it's very similar. Pamper yourself with great feeling routines. Get yourself a routine. You can start easy if you want. Get yourself a routine of whatever part of you that you like to, look at the most. Let's say it's your hands, right? Get yourself a nice routine to lotion your hands with some essential oils and some cocoa butter, and you're gonna massage it in. You're gonna find yourself a routine, and you're gonna make sure that you start to build a routine for your whole body. Start with one thing. Maybe it's a face mask routine. Maybe it's a lotion and emoliating routine. Maybe it's a hair routine every night. Roll your hair every single night. But make sure you get yourself into a loving, pampering routine. The things you put your mind on most are the things you bring the energy to most, are the things you love and appreciate the most. You're gonna have your mind on work, have your mind on cleaning, have your mind on children, have your mind on outside relationships and friends, have your mind on everything else, have your mind on politics, have your mind on everything else, and the one thing that you don't have your mind on is you. Build routines until your whole body is involved, but start with something simple, like maybe your hands, and make sure that you are putting that energy into yourself. And finally, number 11. Today, be an Audible or a book you have and run out and buy one. Start reading a book based on doing you, a self-help book. And try to get one for women. Get a women specific, and for men, get a men specific if any men are here. And of course, I'm talking women stuff, but you get it. If you're a man, you can do all the same things in a masculine way, in a way that's a man way, not necessarily a woman way, and still pull it off, really. It's really important. It's really important that you love yourself. But get a self-book. Try to make it where that self-book can apply exactly to you, right? So let's say there's a book, like I'm reading a book, Christine Quinn. Do you know Christine Quinn? Of course. I love real estate. It's my thing, it's my love, and I always watch real estate shows, and Selling Sunset was one of my favorite shows before it got really wonky in the last season. I was like, this isn't about real estate, this is about drama. But Christine Quinn is one of my absolute favorite people. I love her. I love her authenticity. I love how sincere she is. You know, in the show, they tried to make her like a villain, but if you really watch it really carefully, she's like an amazing person, and I absolutely love her. And she wrote a book, and I bought the book, and the book is called How to Be a Boss Bitch. Sorry for cursing. Should I bleep that out? How to Be a Boss Bleep. And the book is amazing, and she's so authentic in it, and I love it, and I can resonate with it. And you know, she's so amazing that I emailed her to let her know that I love the book. She emailed me back to say thank you and wish me the best. That's a gorgeous person. That's a beautiful person. In any case, I read her book once. It's a really easy read. I'm going to read it again, and that's just me. If you remember me saying that when I love something, I do it over and over and over again until it really sticks. So I'm reading that book right now. There's a lot of takeaways from it. And find a book that you can have a lot of takeaways from, but you want to have some time every day reading something that really speaks to you, about your growth, about your end game, something you resonate with, something that's going to bring you to the place that you want to get. Okay, my lovelies, my honeys, my ageless beauties, that is it. Day 12 of 20 pounds in 21 days is all about loving yourself, because the only way you can get to the place that you need to is if you love yourself. You cannot get there to love yourself. You have to love yourself to get there. That is it, my beauties. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, obviously drop them. If you didn't do the group, put I'm in, and I will get you into that group. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and bell. This is the part where you do that. And here's the playlist to check out the rest of the videos. I cannot wait to tap in with you tomorrow, because tomorrow we will do another step in the love yourself portion of the protocol. Now, I shouldn't have to say this obviously, right? Really quick before I go. Stay on the protocol, okay? So you are doing your turmeric, you are doing your alkalizing, you are eating the right foods. They're really fast and proteins, all clean, all organic, excellent foods, right? You're doing the things you need to do, and you're probably getting to a great place, probably better than me because I stepped off a little bit. Okay, anyway, love you, and I will see you tomorrow.